Okay. Is it okay already? Tell me.
It's live.
Hello. Good morning, respected teachers, mentors, guests, proud parents, and beloved students. Let's see first, because this is still very early in the morning. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome to a very, very sunny Thursday. Let's see who is here. Let's wait for some comments first. Let's wait until some of the viewers are here. We'll see. Hi, good morning. We can see some comments now. Everyone wishes you good luck. Okay, I'm gonna check if my voice or my sound is okay. I think visual sounds okay. Just to make sure. Can I see in the comments some comments that said this is okay already, the audio and our visuals? Just gonna check. All right, so let's start. Good morning, respected teachers, mentors, guests, proud parents, and beloved students. Welcome to the students' individual presentation for Year 9 Culminating Project. Thank you for coming today. First and foremost, let me introduce myself. I am Miss Putih Hamid, and I will be the moderator along with Miss Imesh. Hi, Miss Imesh. And
Hi.
we will be the moderator for this session.
Before we begin the individual students presentation, let me give you a picture of what to expect from the next hour to hour. We have few students from Year 9 students here that will present their culminating project. Each student will have a maximum of 10 minutes, and then after all presenters are done, we will open a question and answer sessions for 15 minutes. The audiences are more than welcome to ask questions to the presenters during the Q&A sessions using the chat room. And then here we have Lulu.
Hi, Lulu.
Hi, Lulu.
Good morning, Lulu.
Good morning.
Morning. And then we also have Disha. Hi, Dish.
Hello, Disha.
Hi, Miss.
Hi.
Hi. And then we have Ezra here. Hi, Ezra.
Good morning, Ezra.
Good morning, Miss.
And then last but not least, we have Keisha. Hi, Keisha.
Hi, Miss.
Morning, Keisha. Hello. They're all, I think we can see from their faces, they're all like low key nervous, but more excited.
Yes, of
you,
course.
you can relax a bit, guys. It's okay. All right. So, well, now I will give you a brief picture of what Culminating Project is. After going through the journey of middle school for the past 3 years, all the Year 9 students will go through a culminating project, a mandatory project from Cikal, and as a requirement for them to graduate middle school. This project also is a medium for students to demonstrate the Cikal competencies that has developed throughout the years. They chose a specific issue, and you will see their chosen issue while they are presenting individually, and they investigated the needs in the community and then proposed an action plan in order to solve the issue. They will present their journey from the past 6 months. They've been working hard for the past 6 months in doing this project. And this year's theme for the project is the power of creativity, aiming to achieve their targeted competencies and dimensions. We see this culminating project as one of the ways to elevate the students' creativity by solving issues that they present in their project.
I think that is enough to briefly explain the concept of culminating project, yeah. And now let's get on to the presentation part. Please give a warm welcome to our very first presenter, Lulu.
Yay!
luck, Lulu!
Let's welcome Lulu.
Have you ever just had piles of work but you feel empty inside? Your mind is deceiving you. Our brain is like a slave. Our brain is constantly being forced to change by our surroundings, either willingly or unwillingly, causing us to be distracted. Is this black or white? Leading to another problem. I began my CP with an empty mind inside. I was disappointed. The fact that I'm not able to go with my initial plan to take my revenge on flies, almost dropping a tear in me. Until my dad came into my mind, I said to him, Aya, help. He lists down issues that have been occurring in our society for too long. He started by complaining about his knees, jokingly asking for it to be solved. I almost took that idea, jokingly. We eventually discussed the problem that have been caused by trash, from how trash is stacking up and up to how smelly trashes are. The reason why trash is still a problem is that people are throwing trash in the wrong place. Our family, our friends, ourselves, we're lazy to go a step further. This is what I call instant lovers. We're constantly multitasking, doing more than one thing at a moment. This behavior is causing distraction, which is creating instant addiction within us. And this goes back to how we think, see, and hear mindset. The main question is, how are we able to have a growth mindset? A mindset that will lead us to our fullest potential. The answer is mindfulness. Mindfulness is a type of meditation in which you focus on being intensely aware of what you're sensing and feeling in the moment without interpretation or judgment, as what MayoClinic.org stated. Mindfulness has the purpose to have you alert, focus, and relax by bringing your attention to your thoughts and sensation, giving you the benefit to let go of toxic minds, living your life to the fullest. I, as an unmindful person, engaged to take this topic, then creating Be Mindful, a project that has the aim to spread the recognition of mindfulness. Since based on the survey I conducted to two of my audience, teenagers and children, it shows answer of understanding towards mindfulness. Some use, some don't. They don't know how mindfulness can help them overall. What's more into mindfulness? This evidence was elaborated by This evidence was elaborated on with research of mine, which stated 200 until 500 millions are practicing mindfulness worldwide. Did you notice something? 200 until 500 million people out of 7.6 billion people living in this world worldwide. In short, mindfulness is still unfamiliar. This is why this project has the vision to spread the recognition of mindfulness. The vision the vision of this project This vision of this project is held by three platforms, which is first a workshop attended by year threes and year sevens, discussing the importance of mindfulness and practice how to do it in daily activities. Second, a website. This website is called Be Mindful Recap. Named after its purpose, the website provides a recap of information regarding mindfulness. It contains a total of 3 programs, which include standard knowledge, a mindful guide, and recommendations. Lastly, a collaboration between Be Mindful Acts for the Wokes. They're the problem, we're the solution. For the Wokes platform, Be Mindful will be sharing tips on how to be mindful users in and out the digital world. Stay tuned for tomorrow to check out the post. These products are not made in, in a second. This process started with my first step, investigating and planning. In this phase, I did surveys and interviews with possible audiences and professionals. Surveys are created to get closer to my audience, getting to know what they understand. On the other hand, the interview aimed to get a deeper understanding of this topic. Additionally, I did self research through the internet, watching my favorite TED Talk and looking around at great books around mindfulness. The process wasn't as smooth as thought. On my plan, I thought I would be finished by December. Guess what? I did not. Even this morning, I was still revising my project. Not again the fuzziness. In the early days, I was having a crisis of focused mind, of confused mind. I didn't know where to bring this project. I kept on trying to figure out the puzzle until I'm lost in my own mind. This is the most challenging part of this project for me. Looking on the brighter side, I learned something at least. I learned the feel I learned to finish my project till the end. With the feeling of failing, giving up, I'm still able to be here presenting my project. I developed my committed dimension from there. The topic itself developed my caring as well as reflective dimensions. I was able to understand and build a positive, open minded relationship with myself and my family. That is all for me. That's my CP. I'm Lulu. Be aware, be caring, be positive, be mindful. Thank you.
Wow, Miss Putty, you're still on mute.
Oh my gosh, I was too excited. That was so inspiring. Thank you so much. It's such a nice thing to hear about mindfulness this early in the morning. And
I
thank you so
cried.
much. Okay, we mentors and teachers, we cry easily looking at our students presenting their individual presentation and their journey. So thank you, Lulu, for sharing us your CP journey. Please give her a virtual round of applause in the chat room. And moving on to the next presenter, please welcome my mentee, Isha Valerina Mulyana. Let's welcome Keisha. Hi, Keisha. Take it away.
Hi,
Good
Miss.
luck.
Good luck.
Okay, before we start, I would like to say a few things. I'm sure most of you, or even all of you, have already experienced insecurity in whatever form it was. Whether you know it was insecurity or not, you have been through a phase where you doubted yourself, right? So have I. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm Keisha, and this is my culminating project. It happens all the time began with a simple thought and compilation of my own memories of all the people who have struggled with insecurities. I started with some rough and scattered thoughts of similar words about similar topics. I had 2 similar topics in mind before I worked on this project. insecurities, and beauty standards. After a few brainstorming sessions with the teacher and asking opinions to my close friends, I decided that I will be discussing insecurity for my culminating project. Why insecurity, you may ask? Insecurity has been a big part of my life ever since I was young. Questioning myself on a daily basis, doubting whatever decision I made, is a part of my personal experience with insecurity. My friends and family who have struggled and survived it inspires me, as well as other people's stories all across the world and the internet. I started to learn that insecurities could lead to a lot of things, bad and good, better and worse, one of them being a decreased mental wellness. These are my products. I started the project by making an Instagram account along with my partner's help, Disha. Her topic is body shaming, where it is a similar and related topic to mine, insecurities. As for my main product, it is an ebook. The book is filled with information about insecurities, starting from the definition itself to tips on how to handle it on your own. My goals for this project is for people to understand what I'm talking about and spreading awareness of. After understanding my project, I want people to carefully listen to what others are saying when they need someone to listen. You need you never know what is going on in a person's life. Lastly, I want people to acknowledge that insecurity isn't wrong, neither is it weird or odd. It may not disappear, but you can control it. These are the Cikal competencies that I targeted for my project, one of them being open minded. With all the stories, opinions, and experiences I've read and heard throughout this journey, I needed to be open minded while absorbing and understanding them one by one. Next is my research background. As I've mentioned before, I collaborated with Disha for this project, whose topic is similar to mine. And so we developed a survey where we asked basic questions like, how do you define insecurity or body shaming, and so on. The survey received 64 responses. This is the part where I get to read and understand a lot of different perspectives on insecurities. Aside from this survey, I also conducted an interview with a psychologist, Miss Indri. I got a lot of insights and points about my topic that I didn't know before. That is where I got most of the psychological facts I wrote down on my ebook. Planning and timeline. Before I did any of these, I decided on the topic first, which is insecurity. Then I developed a survey with Tisha and then interview experts and psychologists. Secondly, I made a timeline of when am I going to post on our Instagram or when am I going to start working on my product. Third, I started to plan and work on my product. After months, when it is finally done and we're getting closer to CB Talk, I made the posters for our exhibition and then finished my Google site, as well as this presentation. As for my challenges, there are surely a lot of them. It was mainly the stress and time management that I struggled with. The whole process of having to work on school assignments and CP at the same time was harder than I thought. The pressure that I got from deadlines and expectations from other people is also making it more difficult. What will I do differently if I had the opportunity? I would decide on the product earlier so that I can plan and work on it sooner before it gets too overwhelming because of the number of assignments we get weekly. As for motivation, I haven't found an effective way to gain more of it, but I would procrastinate a little less if I could. One of the best and most memorable moments I remember was when I started to work on my Instagram page with Disha. I remember clearly how excited we were when we finally published our first post. But overall, the whole journey was a very wonderful experience for me, excluding the stress and pressure. In addition, I'm very proud of both the process that I went through and the end results. I'm sure we are all. that is it for my culminating project. Thank you for listening.
Yay! Congrats, Keisha. Well,
Very
that was
good,
very
Keisha.
nice. Yes,
Thank you.
that was a very nice reflection. Yeah, I
Mhm.
enjoyed every slide of it, every explanation of it.
I really
Congrats,
enjoyed the
Keisha.
challenging part and also the reflection that you did. It's really good to really illustrate the whole journey.
Yes,
Congrats, Keisha.
congrats, Keisha.
Thank you
And
guys.
then let's give her another round of applause virtually using the
Yay!
chat room because she did it. Yay! Okay,
Great
now
job,
on to
Keisha.
the next. Yes, on to the next speaker. We still have two more, yeah. And then
Mhm.
next one we have Disha Hara who will explain and share her CP journey. Another mentee of Miss Putih, yeah.
Yay! Good luck, Disha.
Hi.
Hi, Miss.
Hello, Disha.
Hi. Okay.
Okay.
I prepared a paper with a drawing. Take a look for a second.
Okay.
Now I want you guys to judge their physical appearance. I'll go first. Your hair is too thin. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Can you hold up the picture a little bit more? Like up, going up. Okay. So we need to comment on the physical appearance of those pictures.
Yes.
Okay. And
Anything.
we can also invite the audience to give
Yes.
comments in the chat box, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And we will read. Okay, Miss Imash, let's start from you.
Okay. I think the blue one. I think she needs to
It's so hard,
work
isn't
a
it?
bit. Yeah.
to give
I mean, it's
comments.
on my head. It's on my head. I have some. I have all comments for each drawings, but I know that this is, it pops up in my mind, but I don't know whether it is a nice thing to say or not. But
It's okay.
I think
You
the
say
blue
it.
Okay.
one, yes,
I will
You say
read
it.
I will read the
You say it.
comment
yes,
from one of the audience. The
yep,
blue one, it's a bit chubby.
yep,
Okay.
and I think she needs to work on her thigh.
Okay. Keep going.
Hmm. The one on the far right side from me,
Yeah.
it's too tall.
The brown one, yeah.
Yeah.
Again. Keep going.
And then she needs
Another comment.
to
The
gain
yellow
her
one,
weight
the
a
hair
bit.
is way too huge.
Okay. Keep going.
Um, I can't see anymore. I think all of them
One more.
are,
One more. One
the
more.
hair is too long.
Okay. Now, I want you guys to say sorry to this paper.
Well, I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
paper.
We're sorry for those
Yeah.
comments.
Is it fixed?
No,
No,
it's
it's
still,
crumpled.
yeah.
It's crumbled.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we don't body shame one another.
Why?
Oh,
Why, Disha?
Because they're not fixed again. They'll not be fixed again. See?
Let's see. Yeah.
okay.
All
Thanks
right.
for the
Change your comment.
reminder, Disha.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be honest, I got this idea from a TikTok video, but I altered a lot of things because the one thing in TikTok video was about bullying in general. I'm Nishara Ganita Majumat, but you can call me Disha, and I'm here to present my culminating project. Enjoy. Social media, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, is a free space for people to create, share content, and participate in social networking. It's so open that people can be too honest about their feelings in certain posts, that they can freely comment on anything to the users. As a result, people are posting pictures on videos and videos on social media, which has resulted in criticism. As social media becomes toxic, it has impact on the environment. We begin judging someone's appearance, whether in public or in media platform. You're far too thin, you need to eat more. If you participate in more sports, you'll grow taller. You'll never be a model because you're too big. Your eyes are extremely slanted. These comments of someone you could see on social media and even in real life. It's embarrassing to say the least. People who body shame someone should be ashamed of themselves because no one is expected to be perfect. And what you're attempting is toxic. Insecurities, where do they get it? From body shaming. Body shamers, why do they do that? Because they too have been body shamed. When it comes to body shaming, all we can think about is changing. Change your physical appearance because we're afraid of being judged and to feel a sense of belonging in a community. I believe that we hear the words physical change. We can all agree on fitness and health. Workouts and sports are the example of fitness, diet is an example of health. We use both of this to help us change our physical appearance. But some people do it for their health or prevention of disease or even for strengthening. We will go to any length to meet our own or other people's body expectation. Body goals, on the other hand, exist only for those who believe that people should be perfect. Most people do it for someone else. That is unhealthy. No one is stopping you from changing physically or mentally, but if you do it for someone else instead of yourself, it is a waste of effort. Change because you want to be a better version of yourself. Change isn't always the best place to find peace. In my experience, being with someone you feel at ease with and trust, it's my inner tranquility. We all have different approaches to peace, but perhaps mine can help. We only have one life, live it. Don't get too caught up in what someone says to you. Body shaming didn't bother me until I heard about the experience of these celebrities. Out of all influencer or celebrities who have experienced body shaming, this may be the one that inspires me to address the issue. Kate Winslet, she's an English actress who plays in Titanic movie, as you guys may know her. She revealed that she was fat shamed while auditioning for roles. She said, "The casting directors would tell me, you're just not what we're looking for, Kate." She said that's something I'd heard a lot. She said, "I didn't shut myself away and abandon my dream. I fought back," she told the audience. "I had to ignore my negative feedback. I had to have faith in myself. I had to make the decision to rise above it all and had to work hard to do so. To do what you love, you must be indestructible and believe that you are worth it. And sometimes that's the most difficult part. You're doing your best and you're proud of it. Nobody can ever take that away from you." However, one of my biggest inspiration was Hilary Duff. She's an American actress, a singer, businesswoman, songwriter, producer, and a writer. She asserted complete control before anyone could body shame her. She shared a powerful message for all women on Instagram, posted a picture of herself in a swimsuit on vacation with the caption, this that I already put in my slide. She said, "Ladies, let's be proud of what we've got and stop wasting precious time in a day wishing we were different, better, and unflawed. You guys, you know who you are, already know how to ruin a good time, and you know you are body shamers as well." This caption really inspires me to address the issue. As I see more of this issue on social media, particular and occasionally in public, though is not as frequently now it is pandemic, it made me realize I don't feel sorry for the victims. I'm concerned that as the number of victims increases, so will the body shamers. However, 93% of women say they have been victims of body shaming. That is a large number. We can see that women are frequently subjected to body shaming. It's because we easily believe what other people say. That's a problem. Well, I'm here to help raise awareness and spread more positivity. I want people to let us be our own confidence. I need them to be capable of expressing themselves. What other people say won't matter if you are comfortable in your own skin. Find your own peace. Don't let others go through what you're going through. Allow them to be self-assured. Don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. I like to be able to transform these negative comments, feedback into more positive vibes. These comments on my screens are obnoxious. If this continues to appear on social media, it will have an impact on and change our society. It's extremely dangerous. So before you say something to someone, think it through several times. Throughout the course of the project, I have developed Cikal competencies and dimensions. First, open-minded, especially in this matter, as I previously stated, think several times before passing judgment on someone's appearance. Being open-minded in this situation is critical, especially for those who have been through it. Before you make the change, make it for yourself and not for someone else, because it's your body, not theirs. Innovative. I've created a product or project in which I address this issue and able to assist them in regaining their confidence. We'll get into that a little later. Reflective. In this case, you must reflect on your actions. If you have this experience, reflect on what you did and what you learned at the end. And if you're the body shamers, consider your next step. Either you want to keep going or improve. As I progressed through the project, I asked myself several times, did I ever experience this? Am I the body shamer? And what lessons did I take away from this? Communicative. As the project progresses, I've developed interactions and with experts and friends discussing body shaming in addition to our experiences, what we did afterwards. In this case, communication is critical because we wouldn't know if body shaming is still prevalent in our society if we didn't communicate. Before I get into product planning, I need to conduct research to see if body shaming is still prevalent in our environments or our society. That's why I designed a survey in which I asked them about body shaming and major and minor insecurities. I made it anonymous because I didn't want them to feel obligated to discuss it, especially their personal experience. As a result, 64 people responded, and this survey was completed by 33 out of 64 teenagers, with 73.4% of respondents are female. After going through all the respondents, I came to a conclusion that 49 people out of 15 had experienced body shaming. What did they do to overcome it? They mostly managed to avoid it, which, however, avoiding the judgment you receive isn't always the best approach. Many people have been subjected to various forms of shaming, including height shaming, fat shaming, thin shaming, and many others. However, on the survey, 15 out of 64 respondents misinterpret this as a joke. And as an example, consider the following statement that I gave. But only as long as you continue to make fun of those who criticize your physical appearance, you'll notice that it has turned into a habit instead of an act. The survey was insufficient. I require additional explanation and information about body shaming. So I choose to interview Ms. Tari, academic director of Sekolah Cikal, also a psychologist. In the interview, she stated, when someone judges you physically, don't give them dissatisfaction, because if you do, the cycle will continue. We also discussed the difference between body shaming and compliments, how it begins, tips and effective solution, body ideals, is this a major concern, and so on. The interview was very interesting and relevant, which set it apart from others. This is where I start my product. Begin by generating ideas for logo names. As you can see, we come up with a list of logo name concepts. In the end, we settled in the title, It Happens All the Time, for our project. You might be perplexed, why do I use the word we? It's because I'm not doing this by myself. I'm partnering with Keisha. She's also here, where she'd be talking about insecurities. Next, we brainstorming logo design, starting with the title project with a clock below. Then it happens to both, and then altering to two side view faces inside a clock. However, we ended up with this logo simply but profound. We drew a male and female in the logo because it happens to both genders all the time. We decided to promote our two products and on Instagram because according to the survey, people prefer Instagram as a media platform. Then we set a timeline and content which day we will upload the post, what will come next, and what it will be about. We designed the layout based on the schedule to have visual representation of how our Instagram layout would look. After plenty of brainstorming and designing, our first ever coming soon post on It Happens All the Time Instagram was published on February 5th, 2021. My product was posted on the following week. If you're wondering what I created a podcast in which I invited guests and experts to discuss body shaming. 2 episodes is already have been released, so you can check it out. If you like it, share to your friends and give it a follow. Throughout this project, we have had our challenges, breakdowns, and so on. Despite the fact that I did and I'm still learning to overcome it, time management, it's everyone's issue, everyone's challenges, and it is also mine. Because I have classes and then I also have culminating project at the same time, it is very hard to manage both. And with the procrastination and lack of motivation, it is very hard to deal with that because when you're just tired and you have no more ideas, you just don't want to continue doing it because you're bored and you have no motivations. And then last but not least, which I am still overcome this, is confidence in this project. Comparing my product with the others. It's very hard when you feel intimidated by others' project because looking at others' project is like, wow, their project is so cool. Is it mine good? Is it mine? Am I satisfied? Is the result is good enough? It's kind of like that, like overthinking. It's kind of like my challenges throughout this culminating project. Now, to be honest, I am extremely proud of my work because I know how hard I worked on this project. I'm doing my best to give everything I've got. I don't think it could get any better than this, mostly because of the help of my mentor and CP partner, as well as friends, all mentors and family. I am able to complete this project. It gave me the ambition and needed to complete this project successfully. Therefore, however, some things I would do differently. I believe I could design more entertaining and experimental products for us to try, especially if there is no pandemic. But aside from that, I hope this can help me build a better project in the future. Before I conclude this presentation, I'd like to send a message to body shamers that we're built to be different, not the same. So I think that's your problem. You can't accept the fact that we're different. And nothing is wrong with that. If you could accept that, trust me, your life would be less wild. I'm Disha, and I'm writing to thank Ms. Purti Almirsha Hamid for her advice and encouragement throughout this journey, as well as Keisha for her assistance and being my CP partner. And thank you for all my friends, family, and mentors for all the spirits. Thank you very much.
That was a really thorough presentation.
Yeah,
I shed a little tear right now.
I did as well. You know me.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Disha. We really enjoyed the really detailed explanation of your journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully the audience also have something or questions in mind for the speakers because we're going to have a Q&A session after
Okay.
everyone finish their presentation. So let's give Disha a virtual round of applause for that. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And then let's
Sorry,
move on to the next presenter, our last presenter, certainly not least, the most handsome, on this session, Ezra Aliarsa Nirwana. Hi, Ezra. Take it
Yay!
away.
Hi, yes.
Yay.
My God, this is so stressful.
Calm
Come on,
down. That's
Ezra.
okay.
You
That's
can
fine.
do it.
Take a breather. Inhale, exhale, and you'll be okay.
Enjoy the journey, Ezra.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you,
time,
miss.
Ezra.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, especially Buyanti, Miss Putih, and Miss Himesh. And thank you for everyone who joined to watch the presentation this morning. And if it's not obvious enough, my name is Ezra Aliarsa Nirwana. But before I actually start talking about my CP, let's take a trip back to when I first joined Cikal Serpong and was new to this program called iTime. This is the program that makes students present, find a new interest in front of a large crowd. Since at the time I was new to PyTime, I was struggling to find new interest. Hence me choosing a familiar interest at the time, which was baking. But at the end, I wasn't too fond of baking, so I dropped it and believe that next year I'll find a better topic that suits me more. So, at 8, I was ready and had a good, new, interesting idea that I wanted to do, which was cosplay. The final product was, as expected, as you can see, decent, but I wasn't too interested enough to actually continue doing cosplay. Based on the 2 years I did by time, I felt trying new things are very important into finding our interest or passion. That is why the topic for my year 9 CP is discovering yourself. For some people, I assume that they have fear or insecure thoughts about their upcoming years, like having to have more responsibilities or being more independent to ourselves or just being an adult. From an early age, we should open our minds and explore new things, whether it's in your comfort zone or not. I know from experience that it's difficult in the beginning, but we feel the pressure, we feel the anxiety, or us being lazy. But we will have to keep moving forward and go through all the difficulties to actually start it. And eventually, we will find new qualities and skills about ourselves. My product is an Instagram page that records me trying a lot of new things, such as working out, video editing, starting new activities, just for the sole purpose to motivate other people like me to start something that they'd never thought of doing before. Because I did a lot of new things, this CP relates to multiple different subjects, such as PHE from workout, design from me doing those video editing, and PSE for making me a much more open-minded person. I did a lot of research by making surveys for my friends and family about our interests, hobbies, and what they want to be in the future if they haven't. And if you want to see a closer look at the survey, you can find it tomorrow in the exhibition site at my part. As you can see, now these are some of the people that inspired me on doing the things I did. There are 3 accounts that inspired me doing workouts, and there's 2 that inspired me doing video editing. As you can see from my timeline, I did a lot of slacking off in the first few months, And there was even a point there where I changed the whole direction of my CP. But at the end, it all worked out just in time. So across the production of my CP, I grew my critical competencies a lot more, especially as a self-regulated learner and being more broad-minded. I had a lot of challenges, but I also had a lot of new good experiences. Overall, this CP has a huge amount of highs and lows, but it is a great way to end middle school. Now, and of course, how can I forget? I am grateful to finish my CP, but without these people, I could have never. Thank you, Miss Dira, for always reminding all of your nine about doing our CP. And then thank you, Mama, for always being there to support me. And the most important person, thank you, Payo Fun, to motivate me on finishing my CP, even when I'm in the lows or at the late nights. And just thank you for being a friend. Now, thank you for listening. So,
Wow,
Yay, Ezra, nice.
very nice presentation, Ezra.
Yes, I really enjoy the reflection though.
Yes, me
How
too.
your journey went from the year 7 until now, yeah?
yeah.
It was really interesting to see your journey from year 7.
Okay.
All right. So with all that, with Ezra finished with his presentation, all the presenters have done presenting their journey. And next up, as you can see, we have all the speakers up here now joining with us. Next up, we would like to invite the audience to ask questions to the presenters. Probably you want to know more, you want to explore more, you want to inquire more about their chosen topics, or you want to choose or you want to focus on specific area in their topics, please, please feel free to drop your questions on the comment chat room or comment box. I don't know how
I think
they say it these days. In that little box where you can leave comment. Okay, please drop in your questions, or we can start from our questions. How about
yep.
that, Miss Imesh?
Meanwhile, yes, I have
Okay.
one question for all audiences, and I mean the presenters. Okay, after you did all of the CP for 6 months, yeah, I think 6 to 8 months. My question is, how will you use that in the future? How will you use that thing that you have learned in the CP for your future? Anyone wants to answer first? Because
Probably
in
you can take
Cikal,
some time
yes,
to
to
think of
think,
your
yeah.
answer, to reflect. So,
Yep.
Miss Imesh, you ask, how will you use what you have learned throughout the CP journey for your future, right?
Yep. Because in Cikal, we always try to learn something that will be useful and can be applicable throughout our life, yeah. Okay,
That's a
Ezra,
very
I
good
see that
question, Miss
Ezra
Imesh.
I see that Ezra has raised his hand.
Okay, go ahead,
Because
Ezra.
my CP is to motivate to try a lot of new things, I might do a lot of other new things that I've done before. Like maybe in high school, I might try to run for uh, C, what's it called? OSIS, yeah. I might go for OSIS, or I
Great.
was so curious to try jumping. Penasaran aja sih jumping. Yeah,
You want to
like
try bungee jumping, Ezra?
yeah,
I
yeah.
always wanted to try
Nice.
bungee jumping,
Yeah, me
so
too.
never get the chance to. Yep, yep.
That's to motivate. If I still have my account activated by then,
Mm-hmm.
I might
Okay.
it might motivate other people like me also to try those things, because I know I too am insecure about my future, and I just want to have a brighter future. I want to explore new things. Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
nice.
Nice. Okay, Ezra,
What about
I would be really excited, and I look forward for the day that you really will do the bungee jumping and you'll
yes?
upload it in your Instagram, because I followed your Instagram account already. All right, thank you, Ezra. How about the others? Do you want to try to answer the others? Anyone wants to answer? Probably Keisha, Disha, or Lulu? While we wait for more questions from the audience.
Disha.
Yes, Disha.
I guess this project, it was very insightful. I learned a lot of things. So, especially the issue that I'm really fascinating on. I think on the future, I could, on my project, on my Instagram, I could bring up this, and I just want to inspire people really. I want people to change slow by slow, mentally, not really physically, but mentally. And this project really helps me in the future, or maybe in high school, helps me to design a better project. But anyways, this issue that I choose, it really give me lessons of, give me a lot of different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
And it teaches me a lot from listening to other people's experience. And I think that's it.
Nice.
So in a way, if I can conclude your answer, it also developed your skill in listening attentively,
Mhm.
especially to others. That's a
Yeah.
great reflection, Disha. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for your answer. Yes, Keisha, you want to answer?
Disha.
Hi, Keisha.
I feel like because my project is about insecurity, so
Mhm.
I heard and read a lot of experiences from different perspectives. I feel like that would help me to be more open minded with all of the stories that people tell me, or my friends, if they need someone to listen.
Mhm.
I would listen and give opinions more objectively. I feel like that would
Okay.
help. And now that I know all the steps to make a project, I would, I think I would make a better one in the future, and that CP would help me a lot.
All right. Great reflection, Keisha, and great answer.
Nice.
So,
Lulu, maybe?
um,
Okay, yeah, I am.
okay.
Because my topic is about mindfulness, it's to learn to be aware, to be care, and to be positive. And so in the future, it should start with me. And so what I want to do is to slowly practice it myself, like trying it out, slowly, fully apply it in my life.
Okay. So you're going to apply the mindful strategies and the tips that you have conducted in your workshop, and you want to apply it consistently in your life also in the future. That's very good, because mindfulness starts with us.
Okay, now we have
Okay.
a question
Yes,
from
we have a question from one of the
Ayani.
audience. Mm-hmm.
If it's not out of topic, I was wondering how they are feeling after finishing their presentation. Maybe I also want to add one word that describe your feeling after you finished the presentation.
What you're feeling right now, given the fact that you've been through this whole journey, and right now, what are you feeling?
Can I add 2 words?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm relieved and sad at the same time.
Relief and sad.
Relief and
Okay.
Yeah.
sad. Okay. Disha. Okay, Dish.
Actually, the same as Keisha. I'm very relieved, and Mostly sad because I really wanted I could like redo it again and again and again, even though I was so nervous at the beginning. But
Uh-huh.
it was actually very excited and it was very fun.
Okay, Lulu and
Yeah.
Ezra, one word
Um,
about your feeling after finishing the presentation.
Simply happy.
Okay, and
Simply
what
happy.
about you, Ezra?
I don't wanna think of this anymore.
Just like Disha and Keisha, I feel so relief, but I don't. But I'm not sad. I'm just so relieved that CP is done, and I don't have to think about it ever again.
Okay. Wah, such a mixed feelings, yeah. Turns out finishing the CP, who would have thought? All right. Thank you for all the questions and feedback given to the presenters. It is very delightful to see such impactful and powerful projects of all
Mhm.
presenters during the CP presentations. Let's give all the presenters today another virtual round of applause and words of encouragement for the achievement on the chat or comment box.
Very proud of you. Very proud of all of you.
Very.
Yes. We are working so hard not to get really teary eyed right now. But before we all get sappy, I would like to remind you that all this CP talk, all this culminating project talk will continue on other sessions. In fact, we have 5 sessions, and this is the first, so we will have another 4 sessions. And please check out the YouTube channel of Sekolah Cikal official for other talks. The culminating project event doesn't stop today. We hope to see you all again tomorrow during the exhibition with all the Year 9 students at 9 a.m. Everyone can live stream the seat exhibition on Sekolah Cikal official YouTube channel. Lastly, yes, Miss Imesh.
Uh, yeah, I see that there are still some questions, but save it for
Oh,
tomorrow because
uh-huh.
tomorrow after the exhibition we will still have a Q&A sessions with the presenters. So save it
Oh, I see it now.
for
It's a
now.
really interesting question because it's for
Yeah,
everyone. Yeah, in your words,
yes,
what makes young people vulnerable to stress and developing
yep,
insecurity challenges?
yes.
That is
You guys have
really,
a day to think.
you have one
Of
day to
this.
think about this question, and you can give us your answer tomorrow during the virtual exhibition because we will talk more about your topic as well. And I think that's all the time that we have left. I think
Yes,
because Miss Image
but
also is the
later,
timekeeper for
yes,
today, and she's been like
later
2 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, two
in
minutes. I'll wrap it
five
up.
seconds, there will be a pop-up box that will show the
All
feedback
right.
links for
Okay.
all of each of the presenters. So there will be feedback links for Ezra, for Keisha, for Disha, and for Lulu that will pop up right now.
And it's all on the chat already. So please, you can just paste the link and give feedback for all of our presenters today on session 1, on the first session.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
so much. One more time, we would like to say thank you for all the audience here today, the mentors, of course, the proud mentors, cheering the mentees, fellow students, proud parents, and also respected guests. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your support. And thank you for having me, Miss Puti, and my partner, Miss Imesh, as your host this morning, and Miss Dira on the back studio, the operator also. And good morning, and we'll see you on our virtual exhibition tomorrow. Don't forget to also tune in to the other sessions after this. Thank you so much, everyone. And please, speakers, say bye bye to everyone.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
Hi
you.
everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
It's a wrap for session 1. Thank you so much.